What's up, guys? What's up, car lovers? And today we are going to be talking about the only Q50s in Abuja, Nigeria. Today I'm going to be giving a proper review of this car and whatever it is that we've done to this car to this stage and what we intend to do to this car going forward. So, before I actually got this car, a lot of people were telling me, Sammy, why do you want to get an Infiniti? Nobody drives an Infiniti in Nigeria. Nobody drives an Infiniti in Abuja. You know, there are no parts. And they were right. You can't get parts. You can't get a mechanic to repair this car because it's actually very hard. People are more focused on Benz and Lexus and Toyotas that they don't have time for this kind of cars. But after much review and much research, this is what I want. This is what I thought what fitted everything that I wanted to do at this stage of my life, honestly. If I didn't get this one, I would have gotten the C63, but the C63 was just too expensive for me, and also it would have been more expensive to maintain a C63 in this kind of economy, and car people know what I'm talking about. So we went with this car for a lot of reasons. We are going to discuss the reasons, the modes that we intend to do to them, the modes that we've done on them, and exactly who this car is fitted for. You understand? So first of all, this car, there are so many variants of this car, but we got the Q50s all-wheel drive. Q50s all-wheel drive, which is Q50 Sports all-wheel drive. Now, this is the 3.7 version. There is the 3.0 version, which is a little bit more faster than this one, and it's easier to tune and rack up pH on that one. But this one, I went with this one for one reason and one reason only. I wanted something loud. Now this car is very loud. This is what it sounds like with just the muffler delete. Now tell me what it will sound like when I got the catalyst and replace it with a test pipe and then tune it with bubble maps. This is one of the reasons why I got it. I'm going to come to the full reasons why we got it, but before we get there, let's just review the car properly. Now this car comes with 3.7 liter engine, reliable based on review. This car is the forerunner of Infiniti G37. That car was a more driver focused car, but this car is a better all-rounder. You understand? This car is fitted with technologies that are more advanced than the one in the G37. Some people, especially drivers, might like that one better, but this one, I feel like you can strip all the technology in it if you want a free hand in handling the car. You can just strip the technologies on it, just like I do sometimes. I will just turn off several different features on the car and drive my thing like a crazy driver. You understand? Although it's an all-wheel drive, there's a way to turn off the all-wheel drive and leave it at rear-wheel drive to have some fun. You understand? But I wouldn't advise just anyone to do that because it's very risky. It puts a lot of pressure on your transmission, and you are most likely going to replace your transmission if you do that. Somebody asked me, since you bought this car, how are you going to be repairing it? How are you going to be buying parts for it? That is a simple question for me. Before I bought this car, I was using a Lexus. But before I bought this car, I already had it in mind that I will work on it myself. I will do everything on it myself. The only thing I will allow somebody to do for me is hard labor. I will just get somebody and tell them what to do, and they will do the hard labor for me. As for the parts, I have my supply chains of getting parts for this car. I can get parts from all over the world. I have contacts of people that I can ask to get me parts. I even have contacts in people in Lagos, but that's not a concern for me because this car came in clean condition. There was no check engine lights. Everything was working properly. The only thing I will say would cause me to get parts is rough handling, and I feel like I have advanced, I mean, kind of not an ordinary driver, daily drivers that would, not maintain the car and thereby damaging some of the parts of the car. So that is not what will happen to me, because we know what we are doing, essentially. Now, what have we done to this car? I have done some cosmetic changes to the car, and I still hope to do a lot more cosmetic changes and modification to the car, because this car is easily moddable. The aftermarket supply and support is very large, from Japan to US, all over the world. So first of all, we got this tint for the plate numbers. I hate the way the number looks on the back, so I got this tint. We haven't had wahala with the with our blue and white guys, but we've been able to sort that out for the time being. Maybe in the future we'll have some wahala with them again. But right now I like the way it looks like, and this is the way I want to keep it. It's on the front and the back, and then there's this sequential light. I posted this on, I'm going to make a tutorial of how I did this myself. I did everything myself. I changed the sequential lights, the indicator light, and I changed them to sequential light. This is what it looks like after I changed it. And at the front too, I changed the sequential lights, and the mirror indicator lights, I also changed them. I'm gonna make a tutorial of how I did all those things. And I added some carbon cover for the mirror as well. Did some carbon wrap in the interior and some ambient light. I have a devil eye here that I intend to construct into the headlights. When I'm done doing that, you guys are gonna see it. So that is all for now. The spoiler, there's a carbon fiber spoiler that is on the way, that is going to come very soon. And there's some, what do they call this stuff? I forgot what they called it. But that one is also on the way. This is how it looks like. So when I'm done with that, you're gonna see the cosmetic mode when I'm done with that. Also, I want to black out all this chrome. I want to delete all the chrome. I'm going to delete everything about the chrome in this car, so that it will look more sophisticated. So that is all I've done to the car for the time being. And as for tuning, there are so many opportunities for tuning this car. I've seen people make 700 horsepower with this kind of car. Yes, the 3.7 can make 700 horsepower, but that's not what I intend to do. I don't feel like I need 700 horsepower right now. You understand? I don't need 700 horsepower. I'll be comfortable with 400 horsepower. That is what I feel like, because this car is my daily driver. If you don't know, this is my daily driver. As for the tuning is on the way already, and what that tune will give us is bubble maps and flame maps and some racing maps as well. And and we are getting at least 360 horsepower from that tune. It's not much, but it's enough to cause some damages in some among some small cars. You understand? And also this car is all-wheel drive, so that 360 horsepower is more than enough to gap some cars, not supercars. You understand? And I'm going with EcuTech tune by Z1, and the tune is already on the way, and they're gonna remote send me the files, and then I'll load it into the car. There's no dyno in Nigeria. I don't know of any dyno in Nigeria of dyno tuning a car, but that will be very, very, very welcome development, especially in Abuja. If somebody can get us a dyno, to dyno tune cars and make it more perfect to drive. Anyway, that is all about this car. Now, why did I get this car? Reasons why I got this car. I wanted something that was loud, at the same time reliable, at the same time a little bit faster than medium range sports sedans that we have in Nigeria, like the Lexus and some of the Mercedes-Benz and BMWs. Kind of be able to compete with them. I wanted something like that, but I don't want to spend too much money on maintenance. That is why I got this car. Another reason why I got this car is because it's loud, very loud. I'm not even joking. This is what it sounds like with just the muffler. Tuning. tell me how it will sound. I will leave you to your imagination. Anyway, apart from that, the other thing why I got this car is because of the safety features on this car. I can with everything I've mentioned now, with all the performance that it can do, I can comfortably hand this car over to somebody who doesn't know anything about cars, and this car will be so safe to drive. There are so many technologies, that can be kind of restrictive even to some people, some car people, but it makes it safe to drive at any time you want. There is the lane assist, there is the cruise control. I think there is a driver assist as well. There is steering control model. There is a lot of things. There is what's it called? It has a 360 camera. It's what else again? It has sonar camera. It has how do they call this stuff, object item, something like that when you want to hit something, it push the gas upwards towards you, thereby removing your leg from the gas. So that is what this car came with. And when I want to drive it for fun, I have a way of removing everything, all those things. I remove all those features, I turn them off, and I can also put it in the rear wheel drive. Actually, let me show you how to put the rear wheel drive on. This is how you put the rear wheel drive. There is something here, there is a plug here, a white plug here. Once you open one of the panels on the driver's side, you can remove the plug and it will become a rear wheel drive. So that is how you do it. And those of you who might think, where is the all-wheel drive badge? It was debadged. So they removed the all-wheel drive, so you won't know that it's an all-wheel drive. This is a slipper, you understand? So that is all the reasons why I got this car. And who is fitted for this car? Who can drive this car? Just like I said, women can drive this car. Those who don't know anything about cars can drive this car. Those who want to tinker with their cars can drive this car, because it has a lot of community support and all those kind of stuff. And the aftermarket support is very large as well, and it's easy to fix. Actually, it's very, very easy to fix. I won't lie to you, it's very easy to fix. And what else? Everybody can drive this car. And if you are looking to make a lot of power, I would say there's a restriction, but if you are really interested in making a lot of power, it's very easy. Now, there's a Red Sport version of this that comes stock with 400 horsepower. It's very easy to make that 400 horsepower if you follow everything that came with that Red Sport. Also, this car came with sports tuned suspension. The steering is very hard. When it notices, the speed sensors notice that you are speeding, the steering becomes hard. It's actually soft when you are driving normally, but it becomes hard when you are on speed. And there's one thing I have noticed about this car: the sport mode doesn't really do anything much. It only stiffens the steering, and when I put gas on it, it doesn't give me maybe more push. It doesn't seem like it's pumping more fuel or putting more air into the engine. It's just normal. The steering just becomes very hard, and you understand. Also, if you want to turn off the cruise control, there are ways of doing that. There are actually two ways of turning the cruise control off. There's the button one, and then there's something hidden under the brakes. It's a white button. You can just press on it for some seconds and it will activate on the dashboard. You will see there, you will see a light there blink that you've activated to turn off the cruise control completely before you can have fun with it. And what am I looking to do to this car? Just like I've said, EcuTech Tune by Z1 Motorsports is coming very soon, and you're gonna hear the bang when it comes. Okay, peace out, guys. This is the review that I promised you guys, and here it is, guys. You'll be seeing me one of these days in the road. When you see me, please say hi or honk at me or rev at me as well. I would really love you to rev at me when you see this white beautiful Q50s, only one in Abuja. Okay, peace out, guys.